What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. I pray you guys is having an awesome day in the Lord. I pray everything is going the way you thought it ought to. Even if it hasn't, you're in a good, resourceful state, and you're being thankful anyways. I just want to get on here again and jump on here and encourage you, lift up your spirits like always. I want to talk to you about something today, and it's nothing really I haven't talked about before, but I just kind of want to brush up on some things again. Something the Lord has been really speaking to me about, and I'm sure it can be. I'm sure it can be applied into your life as well. But do you know your season? Do you know your assignment? Because a lot of times we may be distracted by the things of the world. We can get sucked in really easy, and sometimes it's hard to understand what our assignment is because we're so busy filling our life with what we like and our preferences and what feels good and what's fun. And although it's important to feel good, it is important to have fun. We gotta try to get back to the main thing. And I believe you can still have fun while you're doing the main thing, and you should. But I believe in this season of my life, God is calling me to this place of, and then now this is just me being personal with you. Don't think this is what you need to do in your life, but for me, this is just me. Now, whatever God's calling you to do, you stick with that, okay? But this is just me, what God is showing me, okay? But I know for my life, because what I don't want to do is get legalistic and say you have to do this and this is what you need to do in order to be successful. But I do know, I have had some experience with this, so I know it works. For me in my life, in this season, my assignment, Lord's called me to be intentional. And, and that, I believe it goes without saying. For anybody in their life, if you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to reach a certain goal by a deadline, you have to be intentional. For some people, it may come like second nature, okay? You achieving a goal or whatever. But not really here to look at it like that, achieving a goal. To me, it's more like an empowerment, okay? I know I'm called to do it, all right? So I'm sitting here talking to the Lord, and I'm like, Lord, what is my assignment, all right? What is my assignment? And of course, he gives me a list of things, and I write it all down, and I'm doing my due diligence. And one is just be a good steward. Be a good steward. Be good ground. Be a good receiver. Don't take things for granted. Look what I am doing in your life. This is the Lord speaking to me. Look what I am doing in your life. Look what I have done. Be thankful. Be thankful. And I think gratitude goes a long ways. When we are thankful and we don't take things for granted. For some of you, that may come easy. That may be your strongest point. And you may be intentional about things. But I know for me, not so much, okay? I'm gifted in other areas that are, some things that are really easy to me, maybe hard for you. Like talking to people. For me, that comes natural. I don't have to be intentional about talking to people. It's just what I do. Talk to you on camera. That's easy. Okay? But there's just certain things in my life, and I believe for you as well, where you do have to kind of go through a season where things seem a little unbalanced. Okay? And hear me out now. Don't tune me out yet. Okay? Hear me out for the whole thing so I can explain what I mean by that. But you have to go through the season where it's just unbalanced, and where it almost seems monotonous, and you're just kind of just going through the motions. But if you've been given a vision and you've been given a goal, I just don't think that God wants dreams to sit in your heart to lie dormant, just with some like fairy tale land imagination. Because there's a difference between faith and fantasy. Okay, what I believe is if a dream sits in your heart too long, it will become a fantasy. Okay, because you'll start thinking, what life would be like if you did have it. Okay, I'm not talking about fantasy. I'm talking about real, tangible results. Things you can do in your life to manifest that. Yes, and I mean manifest. Because we can manifest things in our life, one, with our words, our time, our actions. Action can cure fear. If you take enough action, and I know you might have these fears in your life, which, I have too, where you just don't think it's possible. You've been given a dream. God's given you a vision for your life, but you just don't see how that's possible. But I want to tell you, friends, you're not alone. Nothing is impossible with God. If He's given you a dream, He is determined to complete that work which He has called you to do. Okay? Get ready. Get ready. Because something is about to manifest. Something is about to break. I can see it. I can feel it. I can sense it. I know I'm not the only one experiencing this. Some of you probably experienced it as well. Something marvelous is about to take place. And before, I believe before it's going to take place out there, I believe it's going to take place in here. Because it's going to take place in here, and you're going to know that you know that you know who God says you are. You're going to know. And that knowing who you are in Christ, will empower you. It will empower your mind. It will empower your state of being. It will empower the way you speak. Okay? To where these things God is calling you to do, the assignments, the task He's called you to do in this season of your life, is just going to be effortlessly. Okay? It's going to be effortlessly. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be just... That's the easiest thing I never did. Now it will take some work. Now I'm not going to say it's just you're going to do it and you're not going to apply yourself, because you still have to apply yourself. Okay? You still have to incorporate these things in your life. Whatever it is God's calling you to do, you just got to do it. Don't know how else to say it, but you just got to do it. I know it's not always fun and easy, popular, but sometimes you just got to go through that stage of your life where it's uncomfortable, it's unbalanced. Now that's if you don't want to live a mediocre life. I mean, if you just want to live a normal life, which I don't believe that's the case. I believe, Here's the thing. I believe you want to achieve great things. Because I believe God put it in you to want to achieve great things. Because He's already achieved them. He's already achieved them. He's already placed the desire in your heart to want these things. Listen, why in the world, okay? Why in the world would God give you a dream? Why would He give you a dream and give you a vision for your life if He wasn't going to fulfill it? If He wasn't going to manifest it? If He wouldn't just wave it in front of you like, here, Jonathan, you can have this. You see it? Nope, sorry, you can't have it. Now, He's not going to do that. Because He is a good Father. He's a good Father. And maybe you haven't experienced Him that good yet. And maybe you're not quite comfortable with Him being that good to you. But you still have hope. There's still a hope inside of you knowing that He's going to do that for you in your life. Maybe you believe that He could do it for someone else. But you're not quite believing that He can do it for you. Well, I'm here to tell you, friends, whoever's watching this, He will do it for you. But what He is calling, what He is asking for you, the only thing He's asking from you, is your attention. Your focus, your dedication, and your attention. Those three things. Your focus, your dedication, and I'm writing this down as I'm saying it, dedication, and your attention. Three things. Only three things. And they're not hard to do. Honestly, they're really not. They're really not that hard. Now, it will draw some things out of you. It will cause you to let some things go in your life. It's going to cause you to let go of some old relationships, some old connections that you were connected with before, some people you thought were cool. It's going to cause you to let go of some things. And for lack of better terms, it's just time to grow up. There's no other way to say it. It's just time to grow up. It's time to grow up and become the man and woman of God He has called you to be. And it's playtime's over, okay? The days where we're just trying to be entertained, those days are long gone, okay? Because that won't truly satisfy us no longer in this season. In this season of life, God is calling you to. God is pulling on you. He's been stretching your mind. Stretching your mind. It's going to require more from you. It's going to require some discipline, some intentionality, some focus, some dedication. It's going to require all these things. And it's not impossible. I know you're thinking, oh man, it's so impossible. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. My goodness, what does He expect from me? Look, it's not impossible. Okay? Because, first of all, He wouldn't give you the dream if He wasn't going to do it. If He didn't put the ability in you to walk it out. to walk it out in shoe leather. Okay? Here's the thing. Here's what I believe. He's going to put you around the right environment, but you have to dedicate your life to that. You have to dedicate your life to it. And it's not going to be forever. It's not going to be, oh, this is going to be forever. He don't want me to have fun. He wants you to have fun. That's why you're doing it. So you can really enjoy the rest of your life. That way you're not just doing some purposeless stuff. You don't want to fill your life with a bunch of stuff that's not purposely filled. Do you really want to be left feeling empty and void every time you do something that's just, it's not right? No, of course not. So, he wants you to have fun. He wants you to know what true fun really is. Because I really don't think we have discovered what true fun really is. When we cross over into this new land, so to speak, not necessarily a new physical land, but land in here, in our mind, when we cross over to that new realm, to that new territory, where we discover who we really are, he can take us to some places. And that place where it was unstable before will no longer be unstable. It will be smooth. He's gonna iron out the creases. You might have some wrinkles in there, but he's gonna iron it out. He's gonna straighten it out. But it's gonna require some things from you, and some diligence and some dedication, and some good daily habits. I would suggest have some good daily ritual habits that you have. And this isn't nothing, this is between you and the Lord. So make sure it's something he has asked of you to do, but it's nothing that he hadn't already put in you as a desire. I'm not trying to make this legalistic, because it's according to each calling what we do. Okay? What God may call me to do may be completely different than what he's calling you to do. But there's always a reason behind it. There's always a purpose for it. And you will know when you do it, because you'll feel fulfilled every time. You'll feel like, yep, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Yep, I feel satisfied every time I do it. Every time I don't do that, I don't feel satisfied. So I'll make sure I do it. And when I do it, I feel satisfied again. Okay? But listen, take it seriously, okay? Couple things, I'll go over with you a couple things he spoke to me about. But I'm not going to go into details because it's really none of your business. No offense, but I'm just saying, it's not. It's between me and the Lord. But yeah, one of them was just being a good steward and just being intentional with, being intentional with my time, who I spend my time with, where I spend my attention, where my focus is, and what I'm dedicating, what I'm dedicated to. But be a good steward. Be a good steward of those things, which he has called us to do. Take it seriously. Whatever business he is inquiring you about, take your business seriously. Okay? Seek first, above all things, seek first the kingdom, and seek wise counsel. I don't think there could be any better thing you could do besides those things. Just, and especially with this generation, with my age and maybe a little older or a little younger, but it's very important that you seek wise counsel. Preferably somebody at least a decade older than you, or maybe in their 40s, 50s. Just somebody that's more mature. Somebody that has been down the road you've been down, and they have experienced a lot more success in life. Surround yourself with winning people, and you will become like them. You will become like the average of 5 people you hang around. So just keep good company, seek wise counsel, and seek first the kingdom. Those 3 things. And if you do those 3 things, and you incorporate that in your life, and God will make sure that you get to where you're supposed to be. All right. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. Hope this message has encouraged you. If it has, please like it, comment, share, subscribe, etc., etc. And until next time, I love you guys. Stay safe and see you on the next video. Peace.